This week, we check out a top secret society.
And we'll also follow our hearts to Disney on Ice.
Plus the latest theme park news and more.
Coming at you from the Attractions Magazine studio at Fun Spot America right now. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Elisa.
And I'm Jonathan.
This clearly is not Mr. Banks. This is Jonathan, aka my fiance. You're crazy. He'll be guest hosting this week, filling in for Banks. Banks had some family matters to attend to. And then unfortunately next week I will be out of town, but Banks will be back. So we're happy to have Mr. Jonathan on the show.
It's my first time. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited.
Fantastic. Well, why don't we get to some news in the queue?
Sounds good.
This week's show is brought to you by MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for Disney World, Universal, cruises, and all your vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Florida and California theme parks and attractions. For the best deals and planning tips, go to undercovertourist.com or find them on Facebook and Twitter.
Fun Spot America is Central Florida's only family-owned theme park, offering 2 locations, Orlando and Kissimmee. Both theme parks provide safe, clean fun. For more information, visit fun-spot.com. Multiple experiences throughout Walt Disney World are ending soon, so make sure you get out there and experience them one last time.
At Animal Kingdom, the Jungle Book Alive with Magic show will have its final performance on September 5th.
The show, which is performed on the Discovery River, is a placeholder for the delayed Rivers of Light show, which has still not yet announced an official opening date.
And over at Innoventions in Epcot, Stormstruck 3D and the Sum of All Thrills robotic roller coaster simulator are set to close on September 14th.
The Colortopia exhibit in the pavilion will remain open for now, but no other plans have been announced for the rest of Innoventions, as it is the last attraction that will remain open in either building.
Wow.
Lots of things closing.
Yeah.
You know what? I never got to see the show at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, we never made it out there.
No, it's fine. But I'm excited for Rivers of Light. Hopefully we'll get an announcing date for that as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this for so long, and it's been delayed so many times that it's just nice to finally be like, all right, we're pushing towards it. It's gonna happen.
True.
And Innoventions, I'm ready for something new over there. It's been. I don't know, the stuff's been there for a while now, and I think everybody's pretty much gotten a chance to go enjoy it and,
exactly. Have some new, spice it up at Epcot.
For sure.
Yeah. Now, creator of Avatar, James Cameron and John Landau will join Bob Chapek at D23 Destination D Amazing Adventures event in November.
The event, taking place November 19th and 20th at Disney's Contemporary Resort, will celebrate landmarks of the past, present, and future, from the Jungle Cruise and Pirates of the Caribbean to the Planet of Pandora.
The event is exclusive to D23 members. Tickets are $190 each for D23 Gold and Gold Family members, and are also available to the general members for $250.
As usual, Mickey's of Glendale, the Walt Disney Imagineering store, will return with a pop-up shop at the event for attendees, featuring a selection of exclusive Walt Disney Imagineering merchandise, as well as limited edition pins, apparel, and collectibles themed to the event.
This sounds like such a cool event.
Yeah.
To be able to meet James Cameron and Bob, so cool. I love this event.
James Cameron is a legend.
Yeah, exactly.
I love his work. Avatar is huge.
Yeah, and it's cool that, not only talking about, Pandora, but also going back to Pirates of the Caribbean, things like that as well. That'd be, if you're a D23 member, definitely try to get your tickets for this great event. Planet Hollywood and Guy Fieri are teaming up on a new burger menu for the Planet Hollywood Observatory at Disney Springs.
Opening this fall, the observatory will feature a newly expanded outdoor terrace and bar.
Fieri will bring his signature blend of flavors to new dishes, such as the primetime American Kobe-inspired burger and the turkey picnic sandwich.
The restaurant will soon reveal the entire new menu, which will include Planet Hollywood's classics and Fieri's updated creations.
My mouth is watering thinking about this burger.
Food. I like food.
No, I can't wait for this to open.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been under construction for a while. I think the observatory is going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And to spice things up a bit with some new food options.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, come on, like the guy's famous for like how amazing his food is. So I'm excited to like have something here, like, you know, in Disney with his food. I mean,
exactly.
I'm really
his
excited
stamp
for
of
that.
approval.
We'll be there.
I'm excited. Orange County, California's largest water park will debut 2 water slide towers next year.
Knott Soak City Water Park's new slides will be called Shorebreak and The Wedge. The first new slide structure will tower over 7 stories and offer 6 different water slide experiences, and the latter will take the location of the current Pacific Spin and will be an open-air family raft ride.
Guests will also be able to experience both water slide towers when Knott Soak City Water Park opens for the summer season next May. The expansion project will also include updated shaded seating areas, cabanas, and a remodeled longboards grill to the water park. This sounds like so relaxing, so much
nice.
fun. I mean, obviously, we've never been to this water park.
No, but we love water parks.
I mean, who doesn't love water parks? They're fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's right next door to Knott's Berry Farm.
Okay.
Definitely, if you get out there, check it out.
For sure.
Hi everybody, welcome to Hidden Mickey of the Week. Let's go to Coronado Springs Resort. On the far wall opposite the main entrance to the registration area, 3 spotlights create a classic Mickey image. The light circles change size from time to time, but it's usually there. I've seen many photos of it, so take a look yourself the next time you're at this great resort.
Have your best day ever at Fun Spot America.
Freeze! Yep, that's me.
I'm Hoppy the Kangaroo.
Check your TV on demand, also on Amazon, iTunes, and all other digital retailers. Characters, yeah, with a Z.
You know, I've been so tired of working lately that I just wish I could drop everything and move to, like, you know, perfect utopia.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I might have a solution for us, but you have to keep it a secret.
All right, what is it?
Okay, well, I heard from one of our friends that there's a secret society called Penumbra right here in Orlando that's constructed their very own utopian community.
Oh, all right. If it's the guy I'm thinking about, I remember him telling me that he was leaving out there, but, you know, now I'm really starting to wonder if it's a utopia or a dystopia.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Send one of our reporters to possibly meet their doom?
Yep. I know just the guy. Take it away, Andy.
I'm here today at a secret location somewhere in Orlando. I'm not allowed to say exactly where it is, but this warehouse behind me is the entrance to Penumbra. That's the home of the brand new interactive experience When Shadows Fall. It's created by the same people who made last year's The Republic, which I loved. I am so excited to see what they have this time.
Penumbra is the first totally harmonious society in the history of mankind. Penumbra is the future. It's your future.
Hello. Welcome to Penumbra. My name is Hillary. I'm the acclimation advisor here for Penumbra. At any point in time, if you have a question, you're more than welcome to ask me. I'd be happy to assist you.
Attention. Please initiate security sequence P77.
Did Richard release anything to the outside about the labyrinth? No? Well, we're ready for a treat now.
So I just experienced When Shadows Fall. That was a lot of fun. But for our viewers who only caught some glimpses of it here, tell us, what is this?
We really like to think about it as really mixing theater with gaming, because we really want to take people into a first-person experience where they get to really get out of their seats and they get to, you know, go around the set and really be a person. Think of it as you get to be your own avatar. You get to pick who you want to be out of 14 different roles and experience your own path, your own storyline that affects not only your story, but the stories of everyone else.
It was fascinating. I really felt like I was making choices at times. You know, the different performers were asking me things, or I had an option of where I wanted to go. How much was I actually making choices, and did they really affect the story as I saw it?
Tremendously so. You probably affected the story much more than you ever could have imagined. And there's choices in there that are, you might have thought as minor choices, but they actually were quite larger, and vice versa. We really tried to, you know, weight the different choices that you actually made. So it really is like life. I mean, we try to create a really microcosm of society itself, so that when you come in here, you know, you make choices and they affect things and you have consequences. So if you wrong somebody, they're not going to be nice to you afterwards, and vice versa.
Now, I noticed, you know, doing this, I only experienced, I feel like, a small part of the story. I felt like sometimes I'd go somewhere and I knew a lot of what was going on, but I wouldn't know who this person was or why that person was dead or something like that. If I came back, would I be able to experience the other parts of this?
Right, of course, and that's probably one of the biggest challenges we had actually writing this type of experience, because creating a society, you know, you're going to come into this and you're not going to know everything. Just like in life, you don't know everything. And so we want to make sure that you are understanding your role and your experience here, but you're also intrigued so that you do come back and want to experience everything else as well.
Now, last year we experienced The Republic.
Right.
Also a lot of fun and very, very similar story
Definitely.
style and things. Just looking around here, though, I mean, your production values have gone way up, it seems. Tell me about some of the set pieces we saw.
Great, yeah, we actually have probably spent about a year creating this entire experience, and we've been in this location for months. We spent so much time and energy and effort really just sort of building everything and designing everything. So that was a luxury we had over the Republic, because a lot of us actually have been doing this full time to really put all of our efforts and energy into creating the world that you can experience.
Now, for our viewers, I felt like I got a lot out of it by putting myself into it, by asking questions, by trying to get to know what was going on. What kind of person do you think gets the most out of this experience?
Yeah, that's a great question. Honestly, and personally, I really tried to help create this experience for so many different types of people. And, you know, of course, the people who are the most engaging and who can be outgoing and really get out of their comfort zone and ask are going to have probably a much stronger experience. However, that also, to counter myself, isn't actually true. We had somebody recently come who came and they wrote on their feedback form, they said, I had an amazing time. I'm normally very shy in life, and I started this experience very shy, but I gradually got out there and I started really putting myself out there for this experience, and she really loved it and she really got to connect with the players. So you can be anybody here, and I think really enjoy it, and it really helps, you know, get you out of your shell.
So tell me, we just ran around here like chickens with their heads cut off, trying to figure out what was going on half the time. How crazy is it from your side as an actor?
So there's a lot of variables to keep in mind, not only what my players know directly, but what you guys are experiencing is being fed to me technologically too. So I'm keeping track of all of this while I'm also talking to you and moving from place to place. So that, along with a sense of time, is what's going on in my brain at all times.
Now, is that a common theme for all the actors?
It depends on where you are, of course. In the office and in the different areas of society, we do have leaders who are moving us, who are the people who are trying to get something done. So they're the ones keeping track of the biggest variables, but everybody has their own set, which determines what happens to you as a character and what happens to all of your players who are with you.
That's so cool. So you're talking about these variables and how hard it is to keep track of. How big are the changes that can happen based on what me or the players decide?
So it's not only how we treat you, like how we interact with you, how I shout at you or not. It's also if I live or die, right? It's also
spoilers.
Yeah, it's also who is powerful. Even in the ending you experienced tonight, something a little different has happened that's never happened before, and it's because of how all of you thought of and treated a character.
Huh, that's so interesting. Now that having been said, going through this experience, I think I bumped into you once. that whole time.
I saw you as a bronze. That's what you were. Yes.
Now,
okay.
how common is that? Like, I barely knew anything about you until the end.
As a leader in the office, I don't necessarily affiliate myself with the workers in the factory or with the rebels who are wandering around without proper documents. So it's not my place to tell you what to do or who you are, right? And in the same way you saw when I interacted with you, I didn't really care for you, wasn't really interested in you, not because you don't affect me, but because there are bigger purposes working behind you. So
now, what kind of actors does it take to do something like this?
It is a mix between improv and learning lines. And then beyond both of those kinds of training, there is the ability just to manage people in a very intimate way. Sometimes I'm leaning against a wall and I can't move, and someone is like holding me, a stranger, right, that I've never met before tonight. So you become really close to people you may never see again. And being able to make that connection, or the opposite, right, really angered by, distraught by people you've never met, never will see again, is amazing.
I imagine you have to be in shape a little bit too.
Oh, there's a lot of running around, and if you're not in shape when you get here, Penumbra will get you in shape for sure.
I definitely believe that.
Yeah.
Now, just between us, turn the cameras in there. How did we do? How did our group do?
So, according to my perspective from the office, you cared a lot about what was wrong and not a lot about what was right. So, by being so focused on what is wrong, really the response to that is that justice is a cruel thing. Justice is a terrible thing, and it must be applied. Well, sometimes it's applied to the wrong people.
So we won, is what he's saying.
Be careful. Winning is a strong term.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So that was our look at When Shadows Fall. I had such a good time. If you want to come out and have the time that I had, ask questions, get to know, trust no one. I'd like to tell you where to come, but we are still at an undisclosed location. I can tell you though, we are real close to the tourist sections of Orlando, so don't worry too much if you come visit. But if you want more information, check out the website, whenshadowsfall.com.
The next time you plan a Disney vacation, book with a travel agency that's been specifically designated as an authorized Disney vacation planner. Unlike some other agencies, many of our agents' exclusive knowledge of Walt Disney World can help you get the most out of your vacation, and the assistance of our travel professionals can help you get a customized Disney vacation that's just right for you, your family, and your budget. Start planning your magical vacation today by visiting mousefantravel.com.
Skip the lines with undercover tourists, crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tours today.
Man, fall is quickly approaching, but it's still scorching hot in Florida.
Yeah, with the weather we've been having, sure sounds like it'd be nice to be on ice.
Nice rhyming. And right you are. That's why we sent Frauke from Daycation Kingdom to find out about Disney's On Ice newest show.
Sounds pretty cool.
I see what you did there. I'll stop pushing it.
Hi guys, it's Frauke from Daycation Kingdom. We're here at Feld's headquarters for a preview of Disney's On Ice presents Follow Your Heart.
Fifth week of rehearsals, and it's pretty exciting for us to have some attention. We love attention, as you can imagine. And it actually started about 9 or 10 months ago, where we started developing ideas and concepts to put this show together. So really exciting. It's a really exciting time for us. During the 5th week, suddenly we're adding costumes and lighting, and the performers and crew have been working really hard. This is a really tricky stage for us, because it's one thing to actually perform and perform without costumes, and then turning the lights out doesn't really help. So that's kind of the stage that we're at. The set right now, it's actually, it doesn't look like a whole lot now, but when you put lights on it and projection and video, it actually comes to life before your very eyes, which is really exciting for us. To have the multi-level stage is really exciting as a director, to create so many fun staging moments within the set. So we've got elevators that move, we've got different landings for for stairs and characters to stand upon. We've got this incredible stage, and then of course the beautiful backdrop of our video content that will become basically we'll be able to transport the audience to many different places. So we're really excited about where we're at in our process right now. We're so excited about telling so many different beautiful Disney Pixar stories. We've got so many fun characters, and we're telling it in a very different way, very unique way. So I absolutely love what I do because I get to work with all these precious little characters. And I started performing here with Disney on Ice, over 30 years ago. So it's in my blood, and it's really exciting. I mean, I study the movies, but it's not a bad thing to go to work and watch a movie and study movement and interaction and just start really, I mean, I'm so passionate about the stories and the characters. It's unbelievable what the filmmakers do and create these beautiful stories that we get to bring to life. And I think that is probably the most exciting part of it, where you see it in film, and then you've got these real people you can touch and bring them to life, which is really exciting for us.
I always reference the film again because it's really important to stay true to the film and to the filmmaker's vision. And then I don't do exactly what the film does, obviously, it just wouldn't translate properly. So I kind of work with Patty on reimagining how we're going to do this, and we reimagine costumes. For example, we're doing a new version of Be Our Guest, and the costumes lend themselves to a more French style. We've got can-can skirts, and so it's that sort of interpretation. I do go to the music always tells me what to do, and sometimes it's a well thought out process, other times it's just very spontaneous when I hit the ice and hear the music and the movement just comes to me. The ice changes from city to city, and the skaters have to adjust accordingly, as does the lights. Everything has to be able to expand and contract depending on the building that we're playing in that particular city.
Is this ice one of the smaller ones, like what we're seeing here? Or?
This is average. This is what we call 12 headers. A header is 9 feet in length, and we have 12 of them to create the length of the ice from the stage to the end of the ice.
So you may go to some places smaller than this.
We go to half this size.
Oh wow!
So we really have to be able to condense the show, and it's a lot of responsibility for the performance directors and the line captains. They travel with the show to ensure the quality remains up to the standard that we had for opening night.
We're about to take a tour of the entire Feld's warehouse. They have anything from Ringling Brothers, monster trucks, and of course, Disney on Ice.
Everything big here. See? These costumes can be upwards of 10 pounds, and it is quite heavy.
Okay, so what we do in these rehearsal halls is we set up a sort of temporary costume shop. Almost all of our vendors, and we call them vendors, the people who build our clothes, come from out of town, and we have to have a temporary location for them to actually do the fittings and to complete the garments. So what you're seeing here are independent contractors who've been hired to work on the clothes for this show. Some of them are from Orlando, but most of the shops come from New York City. Almost all of our clothes are built in New York City. We do have a full costume shop here, but we only actually build a very small percentage of the costumes here on the premises. Most of the costume shop's projects in our company are for refurb. They're here to actually maintain these shows over a period of years so they look great.
Alright, so here we have some of the props of the new show, and as you can see, there's an ice pick here, which is probably from Frozen, and the book would probably be from Belle, because, you know, she loves to read. We also have a lantern here, and I believe it could possibly be from Tangled. So here we have one of the Chinese dragons from the Mulan segment, and it takes about 5 performers to work the entire costume.
Been a challenging show. There's so much footwork, everything's brand new. That's been a very big challenge this year for us. But I also think too, we're always pushing ourselves to the limits and coming up with new tricks, or bringing some new elements into the show, like the web and the silk, and being able to portray characters in a different way and bringing all the sorts of elements into the live entertainment.
Keeping the excitement of skating, because if you do the same routine every day, it might get a little bit less exciting. So we like to keep it exciting and always find new things we can do to actually make it more enjoyable for us, not just for ourselves, but also for people watching.
Hey guys, we're getting ready to see a preview of the new Disney on Ice, Follow Your Heart.
We can either do this or walk, or
get down, put your hands up to the sound, get up, get down, put your hands up to the sound, get up, get down, put your hands up to the sound, put your hands up to the sound, put your hands up to the sound, get up, 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 put your hands up to the sound, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
As we welcome to the ice our very special guests, Goofy, Donald, Minnie, and the Mouse, who's gonna bring down this house, Mickey Mouse! Oh, Mickey is a funny mama, hey, Mickey! Mickey!
Wow! It looks like we're getting ready for a really big game! It's never been so fun! I just love hockey! Wait to see who's playing.
She came all the way from the North Star State, now living in the city of the Golden Gate. Let's give it up for Riley!
Riley? Oh my goodness! Archie, everyone! Riley! Riley! Archie, everyone! Riley! Riley! Archie, everyone! Riley! Riley! Archie, everyone! Riley! Riley!
And now, let's welcome number 15, Riley!
Enjoyed the tour of Feld Entertainment. This building is huge. From the front door to the back door is the length of 3.5 football fields. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little preview of Disney on Ice as well, and that starts on September 2nd in Orlando, and then it will tour throughout the entire US.
traveling during the holidays, it's especially wise to book your trip relatively early. It's very close to being too late to book your tickets to any events, hotel stays, or even reservations for restaurants that you might want specifically. If you have some kind of tradition or would like to start one, it's best to book your experience now because it might not be available last minute. If you've been putting it off, here's your sign. Go online right now. We recommend meitravel.com and undercovertourist.com. To get everything in order, you'll feel much better after you do, and there won't be any last-minute shuffling to find something affordable. Here's to a great holiday season. Now for this week's one-item calendar.
Busch Gardens Tampa's new red carpet series kicks off tomorrow, Friday the 26th, with performances by Wayne Brady.
Don't forget to subscribe to our calendar at attractionsmagazine.com to stay up to date on events like this and more.
This week's happy birthday shout-outs go to Audrey Paget, Lance Hart, Scott Otis, Amy Kearns, Audrey Brown Williams, Deborah Martin Coma, and our own reporter, Patrick Dougal.
Happy birthday, everyone, and many more to come. And now we want to thank MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for cruises, Disney World, Universal, and all your other vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligation, visit meitravel.com.
And much thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
And thanks to Fun Spot America, Central Florida's only family-owned theme park. They provide safe, clean fun in Orlando and Kissimmee. Visit fun-spot.com for tickets and more information. We want to tell you about a deal we have with Theme Park Connection. If you spend $100 with them, you'll get a free copy of the magazine, and if you spend $250, you'll get a free 1-year subscription to our magazine.
If you enjoy our show, please support it by subscribing to our magazine through our website, in our app, or on the Nook or Kindle.
So, you did fantastic. Good job.
I tried.
Sweetie.
Sweetie.
Speaking of sweet things,
Sweet, okay.
we are going to be going to the Twosome Chocolate Emporium, hopefully. We're on our way to Universal later today. We haven't been yet, but I've seen pictures and videos. It looks so cool in there. First of all, the outside is quite a sight to see.
I love the steampunk look to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now they're having a soft opening, so it's really, really cool. But I really want to try their milkshakes. Those milkshakes look amazing.
They do. Yeah, so they'll be in soft opening, so we're not sure exactly the hours of operation they'll be yet. Probably for about another 2 weeks. There has been no set date announced for the opening, but we will keep you updated once we hear that. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, visit your local attractions, try something new, stay safe, but most of all,
have fun.
Secret blooper of the week.
The Jungle Book Alive with Magic show will take it. Sorry. That's the first one. All right. We're good. We'll have a good time. Disney World, Universal, and all of our other vacation planning needs.
Your other vacation planning needs. Not our vacation planning.
I knew that. I mean, I want to go on a vacation.
It was like there.
Come on. Disney World and Universal and all other
Slow down. Slow down.
Disney World, Universal, and all other planning vacations. Blood tough.
All
yours.
All other vacations.
I'm gonna get it. And right you are. That's why we sent our Frauke from Daycation's. Frauke.
We recommend meitravel.com and Poop.